Hello students, it's me Shikha Mishra, TGT Science from GNB Both. In this video, we are going to discuss about chapter number 4, sorting materials into groups of class 6. In this video, we will learn about soluble and insoluble materials, then about some materials those can float or sink in water. And after that, classification of materials according to their transparency and why do we need to group objects. So children, on the basis of solubility, materials can be grouped as soluble and insoluble materials. Those materials which can completely dissolve or disappear in water are called soluble materials, for example sugar and common salt. On the other hand, those materials which do not dissolve or disappear in water even after stirring for a long time are called insoluble materials. For example, sand, chalk powder, etc. Do you know children that water can dissolve a large number of substances? So, it is also known as universal solvent. Children, there is an interesting fact about solubility. Not just solid materials, even liquids have the property of being soluble or insoluble. For example, vinegar and lemon juice are completely mixes with water. On the other hand, oil does not dissolve, so these are not soluble in water. Do you know children? Some gases are also soluble in water, while others are not. For example, oxygen and carbon dioxide gas dissolve in water, and nitrogen and methanes are not soluble in water. Next thing is that whether a material sink or float on the water. Some materials that are not mixed or dissolved in water and float on the surface of water are called floating materials, like dried leaves and cork float on the surface of water. And on the other hand, there are some heavy materials that sink easily to the bottom of tumbler are called sinking materials. For example, stone and drops of honey, etc. So children, we can say that on the basis of visibility, we can divide materials into three groups: transparent, translucent and opaque. So first is transparent, the substance or materials through which an object can be seen clearly are called transparent materials, like glass, water, air, etc. Second is translucent, the materials through which an object can be seen but not clearly are called translucent materials. For example, oily paper. Third is opaque, the materials through which we are not able to see at all and which do not allow light to pass through them are called opaque materials. For example, wood, cardboard, bricks, metal, etc. So now you can easily understand that shopkeeper prefer to keep biscuits and sweets in a glass container due to its transparent nature. So next, one question is that why do we need to group objects? We need to group objects for a number of reasons. First, convenience to store. We often group objects in order to store similar objects together in order to make locating them easier in the future. Second, convenience to study. We also group objects so that it becomes easy for us to study their features as well as the patterns of these features. So children, this is all about this chapter. Thank you.